Guys, take out a pen, take out a paper, okay? This is where you're taking notes. This is where you're building out what Josh likes to call your battle plan. This is what's going to get you primed and ready to have the best 2024 ever.
Welcome to Gym Owner Freedom. I am Scott Carpenter, and I am a former broke, struggling, frustrated, and overworked gym owner that felt stuck no matter what I did to try and improve the business. Once I realized that the answer wasn't what I thought it was, just getting more clients, and after really doing the math on acquisition and churn rates, I realized I wasn't even playing a winnable game to begin with. With my current price structure, mathematically, there was no way I could afford to pay my staff so I could scale up and out of the business, that I can have the time, the money, the impact, and the freedom that I always knew I was capable of. Once I learned how to add value by selling transformational programs to people who needed more than just workouts, everything changed in my life. Today, I own 6 gyms that all run without me, and I am free to pursue my passion projects and work just because I love to, not because I have to. And if that's a goal that we mutually share together, then this is the show for you. I'm going to teach you the framework to make way more money with less clients and open up a world of possibilities to you. Subscribe, leave a review, and tune in every week. It'll change your life. I promise you that.
What is going on, guys? My Mac completely crashed, so I had to find my little guy computer for our Facebook Live today. So Josh Price probably going to be in at some point. He's wrapping up a call. Scott, he is in England. He's taking I think 10 days off. So he put me in charge of this bad boy today. So really, I think it's a huge topic going into 2024. I think many of you know that we just actually opened up a new Greenlight location 5 miles from my house. So comment below if your lead flow is low. So put in the comment section right now if you're having if you're having very few conversations. I can tell you personally, even at our new Greenlight location, like we're doing some Facebook ads. We might have gotten, I think, 1 walk-in. But for the most part, and this is a very common theme with the gyms that we're working with in PTL, lead flow right now, people are not coming to you. I can't tell you how many conversations that I have right now. Dave, man, I used to get 5, 6, 7 organic leads, and now I'm going in and I might get 1. I might get 2 organic leads on any given month. So this is a very common conversation that I'm having multiple times a day. So kind of a mindset shift that I had, because I don't know about you guys, I don't like sitting on my hands and waiting. Like I want to make magic happen. Me being thrown back into opening a brand new gym, like our GM Brandon, I told Brandon, I'm like, dude, we can't just sit on our hands and have people come to us. We can't solely rely on Facebook leads. Okay. Like if you do your job and you nurture your Facebook leads, like there's going to be a return at the end of the day. But like, I don't truly feel that I'm in charge of my own destiny by going 100% all in with Facebook ads. So like my epiphany light bulb moment is like, we have to go and hunt. If we want to eat something, we have to go out and hunt and kill it. Okay. So I mean this in the best possible way, because what I'm going over today, I'm going over how to 10x your lead flow and doing it in a way that is authentic, genuine, real, natural. Because I can't tell you how many times, like Scott back in the day, 2016, 2017, he would say, hey, Dave, we need to do some business to business outreach. I'll go into some details. I never felt aligned with doing any type of business to business outreach, right? Or even putting out organic content. Like it never really felt right. So kind of my goal of today is I'm going to give you guys some tactics, some strategies. I want to motivate and I want to inspire you guys to go out there and to make a mark on your community in 2024. Okay. So what I want you to do, I want to take a step back here and I want you to picture this. A picture that you had 10 out of 10 connections. And what do I mean by a 10 out of 10 connection? I want you to think of maybe it's a local business in your community. Maybe it's a physical therapist, or maybe it's a hormonal specialist. Maybe it's that mom's Facebook group in your community. Just imagine having a 10 out of 10 relationship with 10 of those. Okay. So 10 businesses out there that you have a 10 out of 10 relationship with. Okay. Now I can tell you this, and I can guarantee it. Businesses that you're aligned with, that you have 10 out of 10 connections, if you work it right, they're going to send you qualified leads every single month. Every single month. And if you just had 10 of those, just 10 of those, and they're all averaging two, imagine getting an additional 20 highly qualified leads coming in. And if you're out there and if you have a higher ticket program, these are the most ideal clients to start a mentorship program, because they've heard about you from someone. They know who you are. Someone clicking on a Facebook ad, they don't know you from Adam. Okay. So there's a lot of hoops that you have to climb. So just imagine for just 1 second at the end of 2024 that you had 10 relationships that was giving you 2 highly qualified prospects every single month. What would that do to your business? It would completely change it. So what I'm going to talk about today and go over, it's not theory. Okay. I'm going to walk you guys through the exact strategy that we're utilizing right now for our Mesa location. And the goal is really simple. In 1 year, we want that to be a 7-figure club. And I can guarantee you that this is the strategy that's going to take us there. Of course, we're going to do some organic content. We're going to do some Facebook ads. But my heart and soul, it's so aligned because I believe in our message and I believe in our vision, that I know I can get out there. I know Brandon can get out there, make some connections with the community and send in our dream clients. Okay. So you still have to nurture these business to business relationships, and we'll go into tactics how. But what I want to do, guys, I want to share my screen with you guys, and let's get into it here. Okay. So this was actually Pricey, who is not on the call right now. He came up with this verbiage. Okay. And I cannot properly pronounce mayor. Okay. So forgive me. I might say mayor of your city multiple times today. Let me scroll up here. Okay. So the theme of today is becoming the mayor of your city in 2024. Before we get into what does that mean, Dave? What does being the mayor of your city mean? I first want to talk about, you guys might have heard me talk about this before. I call it the shred equation. So the story behind the shred equation, I guess this was probably 3 months ago. My wife has this adorable half Chihuahua, half wiener dog. I'm walking her. Hopefully Carrie is not listening in, but I had this random thought in my head that I wanted to get back on stage and compete in a bodybuilding show. So I'm walking Abby, and then I started thinking about all the coaches that I had previously hired. Okay. So I've worked with some amazing coaches, Cliff Wilson, Tyler Mayer, Justin Rill, who helped prep me for my last show. And I had a light bulb moment. I'm like, my God, at the end of the day, like they all used a very similar framework in order to get me stage ready, to get me super, super lean, hence the name shred equation. And what are those 3 variables? So the 3 variables are, Pricey's actually jumping in right now. There's 3 variables. It's lift weights with intensity. Okay. If you want to be a lean machine, you have to lift weights with intensity multiple times a week. That's pillar number 1. Second part of the shred equation. Pricey, what's going on, my brother?
I'm here. I'm excited. Let's go.
Let's go. What's going on? I'm going over the shred equation, man.
What's going on? We just made another sell for PT Legends, brother.
Cheers, buddy.
What's going on? And what did we do? We did a whole bunch of reps, reaching out, following up. We did it.
Dude, you're going to love this. I dedicate this training to you. I know you're coming in. I'm a loose cannon right now. So the name of this training, let me scroll up. It is How to Become the Mayor of Your City in 2024. Okay. So but before we get into the tactics, I wanted to go over high level the shred equation, because that has to be the starting point. Okay. Yep. So I was telling the story. If you want to get lean, if you want to get shredded, if you want to get stage ready, there's 3 things you have to do. Lift weights with intensity. You have to do some boring ass cardio. That's just part of the game. And you have to eat like a freaking champion. Okay. Yep. Tilapia, asparagus, you have to be dialed in. If you do those 3 things, and maybe if you're in an unnatural competition, throw them some subs as bonus, you're guaranteed to get to a low body fat percentage. That's the way coach to coach. This probably shouldn't be called the shred equation. It should be called the bulking equation for gyms, but it's the same freaking concept. Like I had a one-on-one today. I pulled up this. Let's identify your bottleneck. Okay. So there's 3, in my opinion. Okay. I think in Pricey's opinion too, if you guys go all in with these 3 aspects of this triangle right here, it will completely change your gym. What are those 3 things? The first one is having a high ticket offer on the menu and a mid ticket offer. If you're playing the volume game in end of 23 end of 20, going into 2024, like I'll be honest with you guys, it's going to be a miracle if you completely survive this thing in one piece. Like you're going to have to limp through 2024. So if you do not have a mid and high ticket program, you're either going to have to hire us, you're going to have to hire someone, you're going to have an offer on your menu that has a ton of value that people are paying that premium for just because the cost of that per acquisition is so high. So that's kind of the meat and potatoes. That's the weight training, is having an offer on your menu that like, this is the offer that's going to change lives. Now, the boring part of it, this isn't a boring training, but this is the part that we're going to focus on today. You have to have a pipeline of people. And right now in 2023, right? And comment below, if your lead flow is low, put in the comments low, okay? Put in the comments low. If you don't have a pipeline, then guess what? You can't nurture the pipeline. Then you're not going to have conversations that lead to making offers. You're not making offers, so you're not having conversations. So you're legitimately, you might have one or two conversations if you don't have a properly equipped pipeline. Okay. So you have to have a pipeline of people to talk to. Okay. And that right now, with 9 out of 10 gyms that we work with, that's what we're putting up. We're putting all of our energy into that, building pipelines. And then the third thing that you have to do is once you have that pipeline, you have to nurture the pipeline. It has to be a priority. It's, in my opinion, the most important part of this equation. I can't tell you how many gyms we work with. They have 10,000 former clients, but they're not having conversations with those clients. You have to nurture the pipeline. If you do those three things and you do it consistently, you will have your dream gym in 12 to 18 months, no exceptions. Am I out of bounds here, Pricey, with this?
No, not at all. I mean, that it's absolutely dead on, especially the last follow or nurture your leads, nurture your leads, nurture your leads. Since I've come on, one of the things that Scott said was like, man, we're struggling with follow up and everything. So can you follow up, Josh? And I'm like, there's nobody who can follow up like me. And since then, we do about 10, maybe 20, depending on cohort size that you set. And since then, I think we've had 1 month where we didn't hit all 10 and we hit 9 that month. And it's all in like follow up with your leads. They're not ready to buy that day. That's okay. They will be. They have this need that you have the solution for. And one day they're going to wake up and it's going to be the right day. And because you continue to follow up, they're going to sign up.
It's as simple as that. Should we talk about the call to action right now to get people really jacked up and excited? You don't even know what I'm going to say at the end of this, Pricey. But all right. Call to action into this call, guys. Like, I was going to make it mayor, but I can't properly say mayor. Like, I don't know why. It must be my Southern accent. Like, it just comes out weird. It's going to be shred. Okay. So
shred
below shred. We have a really cool offer for you guys that we're going to present at the end of this training. This is a training I truly believe, like, we're getting into the tactical part of it now. It could completely change your freaking business. Now, keep in mind, this is not bullshit theory I'm talking about right here. This is exactly the playbook that we're utilizing for our grand opening in our Mesa location. So comment shred below. We have a great offer for you guys. Let's get into the details of this here. Okay. So let me switch. Okay. Let's start. Let's have some fun out of the gate. Okay. In 2017, 2018, 2019, if Scott would have said, okay, Dave, I want you to be the mayor of your city, I didn't believe in my offer. We are a personal training studio. People are coming in, they're spending $840 a month. I mean, he tried to motivate me and inspire me, but guess what? I didn't have an offer in the menu that got me out of bed. I was selling freaking workouts and we're helping people lose some weight, but like, I wasn't at the point in my life like I am right now with our green light offer where I'm going to freaking yell it from a mountain. Okay. So I want you you have to ask this question, guys, right now. It's like, do you have an offer on your menu that would you go to freaking battle for, like Jon Snow in Game of Thrones? Do you have that? Yes or no? If it is no, you better be typing shred in the comments because it all starts there. If you don't have an offer on your menu that you would go to battle for, nothing else in this training matters. Okay. So number one, that's the first question I want to challenge you guys today. Do you have an offer on your menu that you would die for? You have anything else to add there, Pricey?
You actually hit it right on the head. I was like, man, I hope that we talk about the mindset behind the offer a little bit. Would you go to battle for it? That is it in a nutshell. I'll tell you, as I'm on call after call after call with gym owner, I'll tell you exactly what they tell me. Man, I don't want to follow up with the leads. I don't want to follow up leads.
Mhm.
I got 100 leads this month. I paid, somebody, and doing the calls is absolutely going to kill me. And I'm like, okay, what are you charging for that?
Mhm.
And they're like,
Mhm.
200 a month. And I'm like, yeah. So what if it was 3K? Would you call 100 leads so you can make 3K? What if it was
Yes.
5K? What's the number got to be, right? What's the number got to
Mhm.
be that you're going to get on the phone and you're going to call,
Mhm.
2 times, 3 times, 4 times? You're going to call every day. You're going to follow up on Facebook and everything. What's the number got to be? And what do they say to me right after that? Well, what's the value I'm bringing for that
Yes.
amount? And I'm like, great question. Let's fill that out. Let's figure that out. What's worth that value so you can get? So tell me what your perfect plan is,
Mhm.
right? Tell me what your perfect plan is. Now we got an offer. Now we got something a solution that they know it's going to work for
Jacked
everybody,
up.
and they're going to go after them.
Okay. Now this is going to go into next week's training on, like, Scott's going to be freaking in England drinking tea. We're going to go over this in more detail next week. Your three uniques. I am all in right now. The three uniques. What makes your freaking program so special? Okay. So I'm going to give you kind of a high level overview here. This is where I'm going to get really jacked up pricey. This next slide. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit about Greenlight and what we do. You're getting ready to put your hands up. Time efficient workouts. What
Yeah.
we're about at Greenlight is time efficient workouts. Why? Because our avatar, it's me, it's pricey, it's busy
Mm-hmm.
professionals, it's busy moms, it's busy dads that are looking to get in, get punched in the mouth, and it doesn't require them to be at the gym 3 to 4 hours a week. I get excited about that. I can't tell you how many times at a park. What do you do, Dave? I teach people how to get in freaking great shape in 60 minutes a week. I'm passionate about that. That's what makes it unique. So it's not high intensity training. We're going to teach you the science behind it. So you're going to get to spend more time with your family, Josh.
Yep.
It only requires 2 workouts a week. So that's one of our uniques. Okay. Do you want to add anything there? Because I know, like, I've introduced you to these time efficient workouts.
Yeah, I mean, time efficient workouts is a absolute game changer. I have a disabled daughter. Many of you know that follow us and everything. So just the more time that I get to spend with her and at home just matters so much to me. But I'll tell you who I've talked to this week: women only gyms.
Mm,
4 calls with women only gyms, right? Moms have a different problem set, than we. They're looking for different solutions. And, one thing that's really been impressed upon me with these gyms as I'm talking to them and everything is like they want community too. They want
mm-hmm.
community of other moms. So they want a fast workout. They want efficiency. They want to be home, but they also want some community. Okay. And that's what these gyms are really fostering and changing for them. So again, that goes to what's your unique? Here's another unique that you can give that no other gym can give.
It's not about workouts. Is what does your workout? What is it solving? Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the question. That's so, like, I want to challenge you guys right now. What makes your workouts unique? Right? Like you have something in your soul that says, hey, Dave, I give the best workouts in the world. Let's define that, because once you define that, what I'm going to ask you to do next when you're going business to business and you're nurturing relationships, you're going to be excited to do it. Okay. So another unique green light, it's the 4F equation. We don't talk about metabolism. We don't talk about macronutrients. We don't talk, like, people don't care about that. But what does the busy mom, the busy dad, the busy professional, what do they care about? They want something that's fun, that's flexible, that includes their family and friends, so they can do it forever. I will yell that from a mountain all day long because there's so much BS when it comes to nutrition out there. So
Yeah.
what we hang our hat on at Greenlight, so we're going to simplify it. We're going to make it fun. You're going to eat dinner every single night with your family. And guess what? It's not
Mm-hmm.
going to be broccoli and asparagus and, a bunch of white fish. You're going to eat homemade tacos and homemade pizza. It's flexible. And then we're also going to teach you to where it's a Friday night, it's a stressful day, you're going to go out and eat some cheesesteaks with your wife, AKA that's what I do. Like, that's living. That's when I get jacked up about what we do different at Greenlight. It's what all you guys do, but I've coined it as the 4F equation. And what really differentiates us, our key unique, in order to work with, like, at any Greenlight, you have to work one-on-one with a mentor. Period. That's why we max out our clubs. There will never be more than 78 members at any of our clubs. Reason being is that's our key unique. Every
Yeah.
single client who comes in, they go through a program, they have a coach, a GPS unit by their side. So keep in mind, guys, we're going to go into a super deep dive next week when it comes to uniques. Once you have your uniques down, then you're going to go to war. You are going to go to battle. You're going to want to tell the entire world about your program.
Yep.
Anything else to add, Pricey?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
$3,000 group member, right? Mind blowing. We have CrossFits in our programs with $3,000 group members. Okay. Again, why?
Yeah.
Why are we able to sell this when everybody else is selling $160 a month group members and everything? Mentorship. It gives them that deliverable. It gives them that differentiator that nobody else has, who's working with them in their mindset, who is pre-coaching them for success for the next week and the next week and the next week. Everybody says, oh, you can't retain these. You can't renew these. Wrong. When a coach is taking care of you to that level and is giving you that unique differentiator, these people stay because they're getting the outcomes that they want. They're getting everything they want. They're getting home. They're getting results. They're getting all of that. And I just wanted to add that because, like you said, hey, every single one of our people is going to work with a mentor. And we've got people doing that in a group model, which I know half of you on here, if you're CrossFits or if you have group, just heard me say that. You're like, no, nobody has a $3,000 group member. No, we got a bunch of people with $3,000 group members.
And why? It's because they're hanging their hat up that we're a place that you go to change. Period.
Yep.
How do we do that? By having a unique set of the hat hanger where you can put all your hats up on. This is a different experience. So once you have those three uniques, guys, this is where the game gets really, really freaking fun. This is where, Pricey, you're going to get super pumped up and excited. So now you can go to work. So this is, guys, take out a pen, take out a paper, okay? This is where you're taking notes. This is where you're building out what Josh likes to call your battle plan. This is what's going to get you primed and ready to have the best 2024 ever. Step number one, and we know this, like I know it, Pricey sure as heck knows it. It all starts with the mindset, okay? It's about going out in the community, just like that mayor, shaking hands, kissing babies, hugging people, smiling, introducing yourself. Hey, it's Dave from Greenlight. We change lives. Well, what is your name? Just getting so excited to go out there in the community and introduce yourself. Pricey, do you have anything to add to that before we get a little bit more tactical with it?
No, starts with a piece of paper and the mindset that I'm going to go do it.
Okay, once you have that mindset, because it all starts with mindset, guys, because once again, if I tell you to go out there and write down 10 businesses and go out and introduce yourself, if you don't go into it with the right mindset of like, hey, I'm really looking forward to meeting some people today, then you're not going to do it. Okay. Now, once you have that mindset, okay, what you're going to do next as you're researching the businesses to reach out to, just know you have to go into it with a help and serve first mentality. So even though the goal of this, guys, is to build a relationship that feeds your gym qualified leads, it can't start there. It has to start with the mindset of, I am just here to help and serve. Okay. So when I do this, and this is exactly what we're doing, guys, for our green light. When Brandon and I meet, we meet once a month. We're putting down, hey, who do we want to connect with this month? Okay. So for example, this is where it gets like, this isn't theory. This is exactly what we did. I needed a chiropractor because what happened? I was lifting some tiles. My freaking back went kaput. My chiropractor's in Scottsdale. So I was like, it's a perfect time right now to introduce myself to a chiropractor in the Mesa area. So I'm going in. I'm twisted like a pretzel. I'm in my car. I get into my mayor mindset. I'm like, all right, I'm going to look up someone that I align. So I found this guy. I think I forgot the name of his chiropractic place. I think it's the Well. There's the Well. This stands for wellness. Okay. So go to this page, look up Eric, good looking wife. He's a good looking dude, 2 young kids, dogs, super shape, does triathlons. This is a guy I want to have a couple beers with. So right there, I'm like, okay, now what can I do to help and serve Eric? Now, number one, I'm going in there and like a pretzel. So I know I'm going to pay him some money to fix me, but it was that mindset of I'm going in, I'm talking with Eric. What can I do for him? Not what can he do for me? What can I do from him? Same exact concept, guys. And I'll continue the Eric story. You have to use the same exact concept when it comes to Facebook groups. Okay. And this is a gold mine, guys. But finding the right Facebook group to go in there that's aligned with what you're doing, that you're giving value to, it is absolutely limitless. So write this down, guys. Help and serve. You have to get into that mentality before you start writing down the businesses that you want to connect with. You have to be excited to go in there and meet them, right? So to continue the Eric story, okay? So with Eric, I went in. I'm a human pretzel. We're doing my x-rays. He's asking a little bit about me. What do you do? I mentioned, hey, I'm a gym owner. Okay. But like, I'm not pitching him the program at this point. I start asking him some questions. Okay. So step number 3 here is I use TED, which stands for tell me, explain to me, describe to me. I asked Eric about him. I asked him about his family, asked him about his business. What type of clients does he serve? Who doesn't like talking about what they do? If someone asks, hey, Dave, tell me about Greenlight, I get super pumped up. Josh, when someone asks, hey, who's the orange beard of wisdom? What the heck does that mean? How excited do you get to talk about you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Okay. So Eric, he's jacked up. He was excited. He talked about like, so I got out of him. Who is his avatar? It's 40, 60-year-old busy people that are prioritizing their health. I'm like, dude, that's insane. Let's go to step number 4. This is where it gets fun, guys. That's exactly who I serve, Eric. But I didn't ask him right there, can I bring in a pamphlet? No. I said, brother, do you have any marketing materials? Like, we're getting ready to do our big grand opening, a month from now. I would love to have some marketing materials that I can pass over to my clientele. It's like, we're all about wellness. I would love to. He's excited. He's like, heck yeah, Dave. What should we do next? That's where I scheduled the meeting. So now I took Eric to lunch the next week. Okay. So now we have a great relationship. I haven't pitched him anything. I haven't asked for permission to bring in the brochure. We set up the lunch. And what do we do at the lunch? He asked me about me. We're aligned. Okay. My goal isn't just to have one location in the East Valley. I want to have 4. Guess what Eric's goal is, Josh? He wants to have 4 chiropractic studios in the East Valley.
Oh,
so
wow.
the same vision together. And guess what his number 1 pain point is, Josh? Is filling up his pipeline.
Yep.
Like, Eric, doesn't it make sense, man, that we grow together? We're aligned. I asked him about him. I understand who he is. He understands everything about Greenlight. Now it's a perfect partnership. Freaking perfect partnership. But guys, it can end there. So even if Eric or whoever you're connecting with, even they're like, man, I'm aligned. Like, this is fantastic. The question is, are they going to send you anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Not very many people. Why? Because they don't get it. They haven't tasted it. So the next step, guys, is give the owner, but not just the owner, the staff, a taste test of what you do. So guess what Eric's doing, Josh? He's prepping for a show. I've already introduced him to one of my coaches, Cliff Wilson. I'm like, and guess what? I actually went in yesterday to see him. He's talking about rounding out his deltoids. I'm like, dude, you know what you haven't done yet? Like, well, you haven't done a hit shoulder day with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just ask coming into the studio. So now you can see how this is all aligning, guys. So we already have the brochures at his place, but after that shoulder day and his front desk, his staff, just amazing, amazing individuals, we're going to get them 2 free weeks in the club. Now, all of a sudden, everybody is drinking the Greenlight Kool-Aid. So now the question is, how many more referrals are we going to get from this 10 out of 10 connection? Can you just imagine, Josh, like how many amazing 10 out of 10 referrals are we going to get now from this one connection?
Yeah, I mean, the reality of that in my mind is you're going to get everybody who walks through the door. Every single person who walks through the door is going to get told about you, told how you can help them, how there's symbiosis, right? And you're going to do the same. You're going to do the same. Like, it now just becomes, so that's hundreds of clients, hundreds of referrals.
Maybe Josh is wrong. Maybe he's a used car salesman right now. My prediction is he's going to send me 2. Now, I'm right. I'm 100% agree with you, but I'm saying worst case nuclear scenario. Yeah. What if Eric only sends me 2? But once again, guys, what's my challenge for you? It's the long game in 2024 is to find 10 Erics. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting all my eggs in the basket of building connections with 10 freaking Erics.
Yes.
I have 1 Eric, right? What happens when I get 9 more? What happens if you guys are listening out there? And if you're jiving with this message, you have to put shred below in the comments, because we have a special announcement at the end of today's call. But just imagine, guys, having 10 amazing 10 out of 10 business owners, connections that they're coming in, they're getting great workouts, they're doing maybe one of your mentorship programs. And then they ask, or one of their clients asks, hey, what are you doing, Eric? Your deltoids are just blowing up. Probably never going to get that comment, but if he does, you need to go check out Greenlight with Dave and Brandon. They're just changing lives. And then guess what happened, guys? We have an amazing offer specifically for them in a brochure. It walks them through the Greenlight experience. Hey, here's the brochure. All you have to do is click on the QR code right here. They're giving you a free week just because we have an amazing partnership together. That is the most qualified lead in the entire world.
Yep. And I do agree with every single one of them. We had an outlet mall that was near us, and I had made relationships with the Reebok store manager, the Nike store manager, the Under Armour store manager, the Adidas store manager, all of them, so that we could go and do workouts at their place and do different stuff like that. So yeah, it's not just getting the one, it's getting, all of them. Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Before we get into the Facebook group, like this is where I'm going to knock your guys' socks off. I'm getting ready. If you don't have socks on, get them on because they're getting ready to come off. We're going to knock some socks off here. So I want to tell a story though. I forgot to tell this one. This is shout out if Brandon, our GM, my business partner in Mesa is listening. This is insane what he did. Oh, so sometimes guys, all you have to do is get into the mayor mindset. So here's the story. So Brandon, he worked at Orange Theory 8 months. I wanted to challenge Brandon. He's new to the industry. He actually went through, I mentored him back in, I think, 2020, 2021. He went through like the initial program back in the day. He's a world-class chef. He quit and he said, Dave, I want to do what you do. I want to lead a movement. Okay. So I didn't get a job at Orange Theory. In Orange Theory, believe it or not, they're actually fantastic. They require business to business outreach. So he already had that mayor mindset, but now that we actually gave him an offer that he would just go to freaking bat for, he's 10x more excited. So just with the mayor mindset, let me paint you guys the story. So he went into, in our complex, there is a school, and the school specializes in teaching kids with learning disabilities. Like it's a school for kids with learning disabilities. So he goes in just with the mayor mindset to introduce himself. That's it. Hey, want to introduce myself. I'm Brandon. Like we have Greenlight. We're a personal training studio. Like would love to get you guys in for a workout someday, but just wanted to come and introduce myself. Okay. That was it. Okay. What happened afterwards? So it's about a week later, business owner comes in, Meg, brings in her just amazing son and business partner, Rick. They come in, they sat down with Brandon. They invested $5,000 right there. That was our very first Greenlight sell, but that's not the point of this story. That's a freaking win, right? Like I guarantee any person listening right there, a $5,000 sell in the month of November or December would change everything. But listen to what happened next. So Meg was so blown away with our offer. She's like, I have so many connections in the Valley with these parents with kids with disabilities. They need this program. So Meg is helping us sign up for the government. Here's how it works, guys. They're giving these parents $10,000 to $12,000 a quarter to spend on their kids. Like they get to spend $10,000 to $12,000 a quarter. Okay. Now we have Meg who's stepping up. She wants to introduce thousands and thousands of these kids to the Greenlight way. So we're in and who knows, maybe this works, maybe it doesn't, maybe it goes through. I'm excited because this is impact. Like this is impact more than anything, right? But
that's insane.
From 10 to 2 p.m., we're closed every single day just because you can't really get with us, we're all, overlapping PT or what some would say semi-private training. You can't really get a group together. But that 10 to 2 slot would be absolutely perfect because these kids they don't have any type of PE at all. So now this is where I get goosebumps. Can you imagine these kids coming in to our club and they're getting workouts that are literally going to be absolutely perfect for them? Going slow, keeping them safe, working on simple habits, customized specifically for them, teaching them how to take ownership, teaching them how to eat a well-balanced plate of food. Like talking about impact, right now, this is mine and Brandon. This is our number one priority. So can you imagine, guys, just from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, Monday through Friday, we have all of these just amazing, amazing kids coming and we're changing their lives. That's the potential opportunity. But where did it start? Not a Facebook lead, not Brandon going in, hey, is it cool if we post up my brochures? It just came from a, hey, my name's Brandon. Have a shop right down the road. Would love to have you guys in for a workout someday. It's just fantastic to meet you. We freaking love what you're doing. Guys, that's the deposits that we talk about. That's the mirror mindset, but that's the potential. And then from a revenue angle, the math is we could potentially bring in an extra $250,000 from that program alone during our off training hours. During our off training hours, that is the potential, guys. So I want to say, like, yeah, it's important to have the mayor mindset and to, man, my computer's acting slow. Help and serve is exactly what Brendan did. But he didn't really use TED, right? Like, he just went in to introduce himself. You know, he didn't ask for their marketing materials. He legitimately just went in, introduced himself. And now we're on, we're scratching the surface of creating the type of impact that honestly just gets me out of bed at 4 a.m. every single day. So that's the real power, guys, of going out to the freaking community and making a difference.
Yep. It's like I always say, you know, be a decent human being. Just be a decent human being. Ask about others, you know, just care and be curious and be inquisitive. And people are going to tell you, you know, whether you can help them or not, or you might know who to put them into contact for who they need to help. And that's how, you know, everybody rises, you know, that's how the rising tide raises all ships. Right. And that just blows me away right there. Cause I mean, to think of how many young people's, you know, kids impact y'all could have on, you know, if it all works out. Wow.
And talking about just the impacts, like, what's the goal? We want to have 4 locations in the East Valley. We want to have 10 locations, you know, in the entire Phoenix. There's so many of these kids out here that need us, right? Yeah. So just because Brandon did the right thing, that legitimately just went in to introduce himself, like, we're on, like, it would allow us, like, this, like, if this would actually go through, it allow us to scale so much faster. Like, legitimately, we could pack out a club 4 months at a time. But it all came, guys, from that deposit. So that's going to be my challenge for you guys out there. And I want you to ask yourself this question. Are you going out there being the mayor of your town, introducing yourself, talking about what you do? And if you're not, you're missing the boat, guys, because I can promise you, Zuckerberg is not going to come to freaking save you next year, right? Like, Facebook ads, it's a full-time job nurturing people. There's magical weight loss drugs out there. Like, people are not coming to you. You have to go out there and make it happen if you want to survive in 2024. And I know this because I see it every single day with the gym owners we work with and the gyms that I own. You have to go out there and make an impact. Should we talk about Facebook groups, Pricey?
Heck yeah. You know, they're my love language right now.
Hey, once again, guys, I don't like theory. Theory is silly. Well, Dave's telling me to do all these Facebook groups. Like, these are proof in the pudding. I'm going to walk you guys through the proof in the pudding. Okay. 4-step process. Number 1, you have to get into that right mindset. Then it's, okay, where's my perfect clients? Where are they located at? Okay. So,
hey, Dave, let me ask a question real quick.
Yes.
Is your slideshow supposed to be changing? Because it looks like it's staying on the.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is it on a Facebook group?
It's on Become the Mayor of Your City.
Oh my God. It's probably been there the entire time. I'm telling you guys, the tech issues that I'm having today is awful.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I'm hoping you guys are still getting some value out of this.
Yep. Taking notes.
I said, get out a pen and a paper.
Yep.
Expect the unexpected on Facebook Lives is my new motto. So apologize, guys, for that. So Facebook groups, I'll slow down a little bit. So there's 4 things that you're going to have to do to have a successful long-term relationship to build it inside of a Facebook group. So step number 1 is you have to find a group with your perfect clients. Okay. So for Greenlight, who are our clients? It's busy moms, busy dads, busy professionals. So what groups are we in? Right now, I live in a community called Eastmark, which has 6,000 members inside of that group of our avatar perfect clients. It's busy moms, busy dads. That's what the group is made out of. Okay. That's a group. There's 5 or 6 mom groups right now that we're working our way into. My amazing wife, Carrie. Okay. So once you find those groups and you've defined, this is where my avatar client is, what you're going to do is you're going to enter that group. You have to make friends with the admin. This is so key, guys. Now, Sometimes the admin won't accept you, but step number one, once you get inside of that group, start attempting to build that relationship with the admin. Okay. Now, maybe that happens, maybe that doesn't, but you have to lead with value. So what I mean by that, once you get into this group, you can't just pitch your program. You're going to get immediately booted from the group within, I would say, 2 or 3 days. So once again, it's that mindset of what can I do to help and serve? So step number 3, you have to lead with value. And if you're going to make an ask, then you have to ask for permission to make that ask. So once again, guys, this could be a longer play. Okay. But I promise you, and I'm getting ready, hopefully I can share the screen to show you exactly what's happening with the Eastmark group. The potential to get not 5, 10, but hundreds of leads. Brandon and I right now, we have 100 leads that we're working through inside of this Facebook group. Okay. But you have to follow the 4-step process. You have to find the group. You have to make friends with the admin. You have to lead with value, and you have to ask permission before you make that ask. Pricey, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, so on the posts and everything that you're writing and everything, it's very important to just focus on, like Dave's saying, the value that you can add, like helping others, but also affinity posts. So just getting people talking so that they'll actually listening to you. So asking questions is always a big one. Ask questions. It almost 100% of the time, if somebody asks a question and I answer it, what's the next thing I do? I go and click on them and I found out more about them, right? So ask questions. Be willing to learn yourself and to comment. Don't be the group know-it-all, the one who's just boom, 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 hitting every single one with like, this is the answer, but being willing to learn about the others in the group. It just goes a long, long way of getting them to ultimately check you out as well.
So hopefully when I share my screen here, you guys get to see it's because otherwise like Dave's lying. Like everything that he's saying right now is it is not happening. So I'm going to share my
Dave's lying and Pricey's a car salesman.
Exactly, man. It's not a good live. So give me 1 second. Price, can you see my screen right now?
I'm seeing 10 extra leads in 2024 Facebook groups in 4 steps.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to access. I'm telling you guys right now, my computer is just an absolute dinosaur. All right, here we go. So we're entering the group. This is the group I was just telling you guys about. Okay. This is where it's going to get super fun, hopefully. So I'm going to type in. So I've been in this group for about 3 weeks. Okay. Look at Dave. This is shredded Dave right here, Pricey, right? Right before. Oh, here we go. Can you guys see this? Can you see this, Pricey?
I can see it, but it's not showing up on the live yet. Or it hasn't caught up yet on the live.
Okay, well, let's give it a couple seconds to see if it does. If not, we're just going to have to walk them through this step by step.
Okay. If anybody could post on the live if they can see this out there, let me know.
Gosh, dog, Pricey, I'm sorry there's tech issues. I was so pumped for this training, and we're running into these technical difficulties.
Oh, there it goes. It just popped.
Okay, here we go. So here's what I did, guys. I started with, let me go to my value post. It was my amazing wife, Carrie. She likes, we made a little homemade pizzas, homemade tacos. We're big on that. So we made a value post just asking the community, hey, what do you guys prefer? You prefer pizza? Do you prefer tacos? Okay. Having some fun with everybody. 41 comments. Okay. Couple likes, 41 comments. Now, what happened the next week is where it gets fun. So I actually made an offer specifically for the busy parents of Eastmark. Okay. And I built an irresistible offer. 2 weeks, come in, see what we're about. You get your personal training workouts, a custom nutrition plan. You're getting the nutritional playbook. You get an in-body scan, 2 weeks of free coaching, access to our Greenlight app, cooking class ticket with Brandon. Okay. Now it's very important here. I found out in the group, you can talk about your business on Wednesdays. So I just didn't just post this for the heck of it. I found out on Wednesdays. So guys, this is where it gets fun. Now there's a tons of fitness people in this group. Like, hey, if you want to try out a workout, contact me. It doesn't get any, because once again, it's not an offer. There's no uniques. So I told a story about how like we built Greenlight for families. If you're a busy mom, busy parent, come and take, we're going to give you the keys to the Lamborghini. Test this out. Okay. This is where it gets fun. 126 comments, Pricey.
Holy cow.
126. I don't know if it's going to allow me to open this thing up here. Okay. Slowly loading. Interested, 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 interested,
What?
interested. Tell me more. Like it keeps on
What?
tell me more. Interested, 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 interested. I'm not joking, guys. These are all 10 out of 10 leads. We went in a matter of 2 weeks to not having a consult. We have 18 people going through this offer right now. And out of those 18, Brandon's already primed and ready. We're calculating that 13 to 15 are going to sign up for either our high ticket program or a mid ticket program, because that's the only two offers on the menu.
Yeah, holy cow. There's 14 people watching this right now. According to me on the live, all 14 of you should be out there looking for the group in your area and running this play. Actually, Dave, this is another live. We need to take just this play and talk about how to step by step this play. But oh my gosh, join the groups in your area, people. And follow this, find out if there's a day you can pitch, get together a really good offer. This is insane, absolutely insane.
You ready for We're not done.
We're not done.
We're not done. Like if your socks are on, this is where your socks are going to get blown off.
Wait, there's more.
There's more. Like Scott's in England, and I'm like, I need to get back in the gym. I am just itching. I want to freaking sell a freaking program. I want to change life. So I woke up. I'm like, Scott's in freaking England. I'm not supposed to be going back to the gym. But I was like, hell, why not? It's Hit Fit. We're creating this new workout. Like, I might as well be in there.
Yep.
Right? So I created another value post that talks about Hit Fit, about how, like, hey, you only need 60 minutes in the week. I would have laughed at myself if you would have said that a couple of years ago. I talked about, the shake weight, but then I talked about Kevin Quinn. So I told this story form, guys, about the workout that I truly believe is going to absolutely change the industry. And they could feel this in the writing, okay? So this is where it gets fun. I'm like, hey, guys, I'm only going to do this on Saturday. I'm only going to do it on Tuesday. So once again, I brought some scarcity. I brought some urgency. I'm only doing this for the rest of the year because otherwise Scott's going to be like, what the hell's going on, Dave? So I built that in. Take a look at this. Another 65 comments.
Oh,
hey, I don't know if this is frozen, but take a look at this, guys. Take a look at how many people in here hit fit. These are people I haven't even got to yet. I haven't even got to respond back. So I've been busy today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more leads. That's 8 more leads that have happened since I haven't even got to nurture them. I'm going to nurture them after this call, but that shows you guys. And look at this. Hit fit. This guy right here gives it a shout out. He's like, dude, this is how I've worked out for years. You guys are changing the world. So we have some social proof inside of a call to offer post, right? So right now at this point in time, guys, and this is where it gets just absolutely insanely fun. We have, I think at this point in time, I manifested 50 leads writing that post. I'm like, we're getting 50 leads. We're at 40. So we still have some work to do. We have 10 more to get to the magic 50. But I've only been in this group, guys, 3 weeks. That's it. Now for the next 5 weeks, it's value. I'm not going to do any other offer.
Right.
So we have freaking, like, at this point in time, there's still with the first offer and the second offer, we're well over 100 people. We're well over, let's say, 250 people that have liked or commented under that post. They said, I like what you guys are doing. Okay. It's mind-boggling. But why, guys? Because I went into that group, I got uncomfortable, I made connections, and I put myself out there with my uniques. Like, I had that gremlin inside of my head, like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to nerd. Like, I'm too busy as it is. I have 2 kids. You have all those thoughts in your head. But I'm like, no, like, community needs to know about it, right? Like, number one, Brandon, he needs some leads to come in. But I took that leap of faith, and now we have enough leads to fill up the entire gym within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's the power, guys. That's the absolute power of finding just a couple of golden nuggets, a couple golden gooses.
Yeah, it goes back to the very first thing you said. When you believe you have the solution, you can't stop yourself. Right. So for everybody who's on here, everybody who's in Gym Owner Freedom who doesn't have that belief, man, that's the first thing. What's
Yeah.
going on with your belief, what's going on with your mindset and your ability to provide solutions for people. And if you need that help, get on the phone with us.
That's it.
Get on the phone with us. We
No one's
got you.
in this industry to freaking count reps and give macros. Like it's like I did it for 8 years, and I
Yeah.
just grew to hate it. Just each passing year, I knew there had to be something more out there. So I promise you guys. I know we've been a little bit long today, and we had crazy tech issues, but I promise you, if you build an offer you believe in, you connect it to the community, we can get you out of this gym economy. You can get yourself out of this gym economy because people are not coming to you. Period. There's no ifs, there's no ands, no buts. Get it out of your head. Leads are at zero. So have an offer on your menu that you believe in. Go out there, introduce yourself, and find 10 freaking golden freaking nuggets. Because right now, guys, and I've been doing this for 4 weeks, we already have 2 of our connections. And with those 2 connections, the Cairo, I'm hoping for 2 to 3, but I know for a fact right now with my eSmart connection, we are going to get 50 leads every single month.
Yeah.
Of our avatar client. So anything else to add, Pricey? I know we've went all over the place today. Hope you guys got some value out of this.
I do not. My socks are off.
The
My
stocks
socks
are
are
blown
blown
off.
off. When you had both of those, that are combining for probably over 100 leads right now, like I'm I am shocked. Like that's insane. That is amazing. That was like just show up for this call for that. Like, are you kidding me? Like, wow.
And but it's because we followed the framework. Like I
Yep.
got into that. Like when I didn't have Chat GPT write me up. Hey guys, right now, like here's for my heart and soul. I believe green lights
Yep.
here. Like I went into that with that. I manifested green lights here to change the world. Like I have goosebumps right now. There's so many freaking parents out there that they're telling them to do keto and the weight loss drug and this and that. They deserve something better. There's so many
Yes.
people, there's so many end users that deserve something better. So
Yes.
when I make those connections in the community or in a Facebook group, you have to go in there with that mindset. That energy will lead to hundreds and hundreds of leads reaching out to you. So it really does start there, guys.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. I mean, Ozempic may take some weight off of people, but it doesn't solve the real problem. Only you can. Dave can. I can. All of you watching this can. That 10 pounds, that 20 pounds, that wasn't the real problem.
Nope.
That wasn't the real solution that they're looking for. And it's up to you. Right. Dave hears me get on my high horse about this all the time, but it is up to you to get into their heads, get into their minds and actually change them, give them the change that they're desiring and everything. It is up to you. You are the change this world needs. I believe that.
Fact. Ready for the special announcement?
I am.
How
Yeah.
many people do we have watching live? Do we lose some people somewhere along the line?
We've lost a few. We're down to 10, but that's still really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you're a freaking legend listening, you better damn well have Monday. I'll get the exact time correct. Okay. Monday, I believe it's 12 p.m. PST. Okay. We are going to build together your 1-year pipeline plan.
Ooh.
1-year pipeline plan.
Yeah.
Like this isn't a call. No, it works, guys. It freaking works. The reason I'm on this live today, it's not theory. Like this is working. I'm going all in. I'm putting all the chips on the table. This is how we're building $1 million club in a year. Might even be 6 months. I'm going all in. So if you're a legend listening, block it off. Okay. We're going to build out. I'm going to go through it step by step. Okay. We are going to write down the exact businesses you're reaching out to for 2020.
Yep.
We're going to find your Facebook groups that you're starting the dirty work in January, because guess what, guys? Like sometimes it's going to take 2, 3, 4 months for some of these to hit, right? Sometimes like it happens immediately, but if you don't have a battle plan, if you don't have a strategy, then it's all for nothing. So for current legends, we're going to start doing this call. We've already announced it every freaking first Monday of the month, but this is a big one. This is a kickoff. We are planning out your entire year-long strategy on who are you outreaching to. Pricey, you're invited to it. We could talk about mindset. Now, put shred below if you're a current legend. But here's the thing, guys. If you are not a legend, you're thinking about maybe being a legend. Like, I don't care. Pricey will probably pitch you if you come to this call. But we want to invite you guys. We want to invite you guys to this call, introduce you to our community, and we want to help you build out your pipeline. I want to do it, guys. I'm going to be in there hitting the Google What businesses should you be reaching out to? Like this is the future, guys. In 2024, I'm going to say it one more time. If you're not going out there and making connections and shaking hands and kissing babies, you're not going to people. There's no ifs, there's no ands, no buts. So if you're a legend, if you're not a legend, I want your butt on this call. So type shred, not mayor, type shred in the comments, and either myself, Pricey, Schiller, Sean, we're going to get to you and get you the invite for the Monday.
All right, y'all heard it. Shred in the comments. We'll be reaching out. I'll be reaching out 100% to get you the invite onto that. That's a year, right? A year's worth of planning in one day, or in really 1 hour, basically. So, Brandy, I see you. Good. I see you already there. Shred, we'll get you.
Good. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, we went a little bit long today. Sorry for the tech difficulties. Pricey and I back, same time, same channel. We're going over your 3 uniques. Bring your pen, bring your paper. Hopefully I can figure out this tech issue here so I can work on my big boy Mac. But guys, this is incredible. You're put on this earth to go out there and change lives. It's your obligation to get your freaking message out there. People aren't coming to you. Go to them, make it happen. We love you guys.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you are ready to start making an extra $10,000 a month or more this month by making more money with less clients and create a consistent flow of high-quality leads, you can learn about what it's like to work with me and how ridiculously affordable it is at CoachScottCarpenter.com. And if you got any value out of this episode, please pay it forward and leave a review for this show. It helps other gym owners find the answers to the huge problems that we all share. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.